All right, review for chapter 5B for the second semester final. So write the polynomial function into factored form and then multiply it out for standard form. So whenever we see a 0, that means we're just going to have an x. Okay? And remember, there's always an x minus form, so this 3 becomes x minus 3. And this negative 4 will become x minus negative 4, which is really x plus 4. All right? And that'll be equal to y. Now I'm going to multiply them out. I'm going to FOIL first. So I'm going to leave this x out here. And remember, when we have 3 of these, we should end up with a cube at the end. So this is going to be x squared. First times first. Outside times outside. Going to be plus 4x. Inside minus 3x, so 4x minus 3x is 1x. And last is negative 12. Now I'm just going to distribute the x throughout and get x cubed plus x squared minus 12x. Notice how it has a lead coefficient of 1. If it would have had, say, a 5, we would just pop a 5 right there in front. That's it. All right, similar idea here, except this time we have 3 binomials. So we have x minus 4, x plus 5, because it's x minus negative, and x plus 2. So I'm again going to FOIL these first. I'm just going to leave the x minus 4. And here I'm going to get x times x. I'm going to have 5x plus 2x is 7x in the middle, and 10 on the end. Now I'm going to send the x through. So I'll give me x cubed plus 7x squared plus 10x. Now I'm going to multiply by negative 4. Negative 4x squared, negative 28x, negative 40. 7x squared minus 4x squared will give me 3x squared. So 10x minus 28x is going to be negative 18x, and the minus 40 stays. That's it. Okay, sketch the factored form polynomial. So I'm going to have 3 zeros at 4, negative 3, and 7. So 4, negative 3, and 7. And then we use our calculator just to get a general idea what it's going to look like. See if it's on the graph or not. So y equals, clear out whatever you have. We have a 2, parentheses, x minus 4, close parentheses, x plus 3, close parentheses, x minus 7. And hit graph. And basically you can tell it's not on the graph at all, so it's going to come up here, off the graph, down here, off the graph, just like that. Okay? The degree is 1, 2, 3. It is cubic. The lead coefficient is that 2 out in front. Like I said, it's cubic. Now remember, this means as it goes left, what's happening? So as we go left, it's going down towards negative infinity. This means as I go right, what's happening? It's going up towards positive infinity. And then the solutions are just those 3 dots I put, negative 3, 4, and 7. There was no bouncing, so they're all 1. So they all just went through. And that's all we do. Okay, now this one says put it in factored form first. So you need to pull out an x squared. and that's going to give me x squared plus 4. But that's going to lead me to, x squared minus 4. I'm going to pull out the negative here to make that positive in front and make this negative. And this is going to factor to x plus 2, x minus 2. So that's going to give me 0, negative 2, and positive 2. So again, go to my calculator, get an idea of the size of this thing, clear it out, and I can just put in the whole thing from the beginning, not factored. Negative x to the 4th power, number to come down, plus 4x squared. Okay, so that gives me an idea. If I want to be really specific, I kind of see how high it goes, 1, 3. So if I wanted to really be specific, I could do that. But basically just going to come up here, go down, bounce up, go to there and down. And there we have it. So the degree is, it's a 4. The lead coefficient's negative 1. It is a quartic. Then as it's going left, it's going down, and as it's going right, it's going down. This one is a pretty easy one because it's going in the same direction. And then my numbers are, again, negative 2, 0, and 2. It goes through there, and bounces at 0. So that's a multiplicity of 2. Okay, right, the equation that goes along with this one. So we have negative 3, 0, and 4. So that is going to be, that's for the 0, x plus 3, and x minus 4. The local minimum is right there at negative 5. Specifically negative 2, negative 5. The local maximum is at 2, 5. In behavior, as it's going left, it's going up towards positive infinity. As it's going right, it's going down towards negative infinity. Okay, so this is a cubic, so it's 3. The lead coefficient is positive. Okay, so there's a positive 1 here. And that's it. All right, solve by factoring. So I'm going to do, since I have 4 things, I'm going to try factor by grouping. So from this one, I can take out an x squared. And that's going to give me 3x minus 4. And I should have 3x minus 4 here. So I need to ask myself, what do I need to divide this by to get 3? Negative 9. 36 divided by 9 will also give me that. So there's my x squared minus 9 times 3x minus 4. And this is going to break down one more time to x plus 3, x minus 3, and 3x minus 4. Right. Solve using synthetic division with x plus 3 as a factor. That means negative 3 goes in the box. I want to check 3, 2, 1, 0. Good to go. So my coefficients are 2, negative 11, negative 43, and 24. Drop the 2 down, multiply by negative 3. Add straight down. That's negative 17. Multiply by 3. That's 51. This will be positive. Then minus 43, which is 8. And then multiply by negative 3 and get negative 24, and I get 0. And it should be 0 because it said this was a factor. I started with 3, so that means this is going to be 2x squared minus 17x plus 8. Okay, so I need to factor this now. The only way to get 2x squared is 2x and x. And now I need to guess and check and find numbers like 1 and 8 and 2 and 4 that are going to give me 17 in the middle. So I'm just going to try 2 here and 4 here. That gives me 2, and they're going to add to 17. And that gives me 8. Well, that doesn't work because 8 and 2 is 10. So I need to try again. Let's try 4 and 2. Well, that gives me 4 and 4, which is 8. That doesn't work. So let's try 1 and 8. 2 times 8 is 16. That's 1. That does give me 17. It has to be negative, so they're both negative. And don't forget to bring this one down. X plus 3, the one we had from the beginning. And there's my 3 parentheses for my cubic. X plus 3, 2x minus 1, x minus 8. Okay, P's and Q's are easy because there's only a number here and this is 1. So it's really just plus or minus factors of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Okay, now remember, make your life easy. Put this in the calculator. Let it do the heavy lifting for you. So x to the 3rd power, come down, plus 8x squared plus 19x plus 12. And then go to the table and find zeros. There's one at negative 1, negative 3, and negative 4. And being that this is a cubic, we already know all 3. So we already know the answer is going to be x plus 1, x plus 3, and x plus 4. Okay? But we still want to double check it. So when we hit graph on this one, you'll see all 3 on the left side. But we still need to do the math for it. So we can pick any number we want. I'll put negative 1 in here because it's kind of the easiest. I have 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 8, 19, 12. Bring down the 1, multiply by negative 1. Add, multiply by negative 1. Add, multiply by negative 1. I get 0, which it should be. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Well, we already know what it's going to factor to. It's right there. X plus 3, x plus 4. And there's my answer. Okay. Number 9. Again, plus or minus 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. But again, make life easy. Go to y equals, put in x cubed minus 2x squared. Whoops. I had to come down. Minus 2x squared plus 9x minus 18. Now, graphing that one does not really help us. So let's look at our graph. There it is at 2. So you see how it goes up through 2. That means that we're probably going to have 2 non-real answers. So it's doing something like this. Okay, so we know 2 is a solution. Put it in the box. We have 3, 2, 1, 0. So 1, negative 2, 9, negative 18. Drop the 1, multiply, add straight down, multiply, add straight down, multiply, add straight down. And what we end up with is x squared plus 9. Don't forget to bring this one down, x minus 2. But this is not a difference of squares, it's a sum of squares. So this is going to break down just like a difference of squares, x plus 3 and x minus 3. The only thing is we need to make it non-real and add those i's. And now we're finished. All right, last page, last problem, number 10. So all the possible zeros again with this, it's going to be plus or minus 1. Well, I meant to say 2. Let's go out of order. 1, 3, 2, 6. You get the gist. Since this is 1, they're all over 1. It doesn't really matter. Okay? Now, again, I'm not going to do it, but you would put this in the calculator and find the roots. Okay? And actually, you would see on the calculator, all 3 are going to show up. Negative 1, negative 2, and 3. Okay? So you put whatever one you want in, start with. Let's be a little adventurous and put 3 in this time. Okay? So check, we have, on this one, notice we have a cube, but we do not have a squared, x squared, so that's 0. We do have a 1, and we have our no letter, no variable. So finally we have one with a 0 in it. Drop the 1, multiply, add straight down, multiply. I didn't multiply. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 7 is 2. 6 and 0. That leaves me to x squared plus 3x plus 2, which is very easy to factor. Don't forget to bring this down. X minus 3. X and x. There's only one way to make 2, and that's 2 and 1. They add up to 3. We're done. So my values are at negative 1, negative 2, and positive 3. And again, you can put this in your calculator to make sure you have it right. There's no reason to get this wrong. X cubed minus 6x, minus 7x, minus 6. And there you have it. If you want to get an idea where it crosses the axis, just go here, 0, negative 6. So we know it does that. So it just kind of comes up just over that, down here. Goes, oopsie, goes down here and goes back up, like so. Let the calculator do the heavy lifting. So again, this is a 3. Lead coefficient is 1. It's a cubic. As it goes left, it goes down. As it goes right, it goes up. And my 3 numbers are negative 1, negative 2, and positive 3. They all go through, so it's 1. And that goes right down here. Don't know why my thing is freaking out. X plus 1, x plus 2, x minus 3.